SBR Videos is sponsored by Sports Cash System. Click on the link below for more information. We are previewing Week 9 in college football here at SBRForum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak, and we're talking right now with returning guest Troy West from allplayswin.com, who's going to cover the Louisville, South Florida game with us. Troy, thanks for being back with us this week.
Yeah, you bet, Pete, and I appreciate being on the show. We stumbled a little bit in college football last week, ended up going 2-4 on the website. We did, however, have a fantastic Sunday. You know, this is a grind of a season, Pete. The college football and the NFL, it's a grind. You ain't going to win every single weekend. I encourage people, whether it's us at allplayswin.com, if you're looking for a handicapper, come give us a try. We're going to win over the long course of the season. I've said that from day one. We've done it year after year after year. It's playing out the course of the season, having a money management system in place. We're going to help you out at allplayswin.com. We look forward to speaking with you.
Okay, sounds good, Troy. We might be able to come up with a winner here, though, in this Louisville, South Florida game. Let's see if you're agreeing with the way I'm thinking here. Louisville, of course, off the big loss, which changes their season completely. They're a 19.5 or 20-point road favorite at South Florida. And South Florida, of course, terrible team. They have won 2 games in a row, but they didn't get an offensive touchdown in either of those games. They were still giving up a lot of yards, and they came against bad teams. I mean, you know, Connecticut is awful, and they struggled against them. South Florida still got blown out by Florida Atlantic and McNeese State. Who the hell is McNeese State? They lost by 32 to those guys. I'm thinking Louisville, you know, finds a way to come back here and wins it by 3 or more touchdowns. I like Louisville minus 19.5. What do you think?
Yeah, you know, Pete, I sure as hell hope this isn't a trap game, but all signs point to the Louisville Cardinals to bounce back and get a win here. They're well coached. Strong's one of the best coaches in football, in my opinion. You got a resilient quarterback in Teddy Bridgewater. This guy's going to have to prove how he comes back after a tough loss. And, you know, their season right now, they may not get into the BCS, but they still have a chance. If they continue to win and some of these other teams fall out of the top 10, they can still grind their way back into the BCS. So I think this Louisville team still has a lot to play for. Obviously, in an extremely tough loss to Central Florida last week, but I think this Louisville team's going to bounce back. I've watched these guys time and time again, and when they get these piss-poor opponents like a South Florida, they tend to seem to beat these type of teams by 35 or more points. I really like Louisville to steamroll South Florida, Pete. I really do. I just cannot see this team going in and laying an egg. South Florida never has much of a home field advantage, so I think that's kind of a wash there. If anything, this could be more of a neutral site. So all signs point to Louisville as a handicapper in this one. I know it almost seems too obvious, but a lot of games this year it seemed too obvious that hit. I'm going to go with the Louisville Cardinal to steamroll South Florida, Pete.
Yeah, no, I'm agreeing with you. And Louisville's coach is particularly, you know, defense-oriented, and they had a bad defensive effort in their last game, which led to the loss. And, you know, South Florida doesn't have much on offense here to begin with. You know, they're coming off a bye. They might get the running back and quarterback back. But, you know, South Florida might be easily held to under 10 here. And if he can rally the troops for this one, I do think that Louisville minus 19.5 is the way to go. All right, we're in agreement. Troy West, maybe we have a winner for our viewers here. Louisville minus 19.5. Thanks, Troy.